Diane in Denmark here. Good morning. It's Thursday, woohoo, or Little Friday as the Danes like to call it. I hope you can hear me this morning. The rain is battering down, but at least it's just rain so far. They have said to us that we'll probably get some sleet or snow today, just like we had yesterday. Anyway, we're all cozy here in the kitchen. I'm keeping the lights dimmed for the moment. And if you can see outside, it's probably not going to get much brighter than this today. Can you see that? I've got my Christmas lights out in the garden. Anyway, on with today. I wasn't here yesterday. I was in fantastic Sweden with my bestie Vibeke. We took a little trip there. I'd mentioned on Tuesday I wasn't sure I was going to have time to film yesterday. I didn't have time, but we had a fantastic time over in Sweden. Anyway, I'll post some pictures on Instagram. Thursday in Flylady land, you know, is errand day, but I wanted to check in with you today because I think it was 2 weeks ago I mentioned to you that at this time of year, when the winter darkness is upon us, especially here in Denmark, we've got very, very short days, not many daylight hours. It's daylight from about 8:30 in the morning, and if we're lucky, until about 3:30 in the afternoon. And on days like this, it will just kind of be dull all day. Anyway, I mentioned to you that I wanted to up my exercise because at this time of year I find it very difficult with the winter darkness, and I need to keep that energy going in my head and in my body to get me through it. I don't want to fall into this kind of winter darkness. So as you know, I'm out on my bike every day. You know, it may be snowing and raining here, but as the Danes say, there's no such thing as bad weather, just inappropriate clothing. So I'm out on my bike every day, that's good. And I'm down having my skinny dip. And if you saw the pictures that I posted on Instagram on Monday and Tuesday, we've already had ice on the bathing bridge steps and underfoot. So it's getting really cold, but anyway, it's all good. So I started adding in some extra exercise to my day, and I've done two things. If you've been following me on Instagram, I know many of you have joined in with me, which is fantastic. I have added in, I'm running again, and as I said before, I'm not running fast, or you know, I'm not training for a marathon. What I do is I do that old Flylady trick, you know, the kind of Jedi Mind Trick. I set the timer on my phone for 7 minutes, and I get my running gear on, and I head out the door for 7 minutes. And when it goes off, I turn around and head back home again. And I love that trick because in my head I'm saying to myself, well, I'm only going out for a run for 7 minutes, where in fact, of course, I'm doing the 14 because I need to get back home again. So if you need kind of some inspiration to get out there, you know, if you're at home all day or you're inside with the kids and it's raining, get them bundled up, get the umbrella on, get your waterproofs on and get out there. Just set your timer for 5 minutes, take them out, and it's just good to get that change of air, change of mindset. So I've been running again, and I've been running basically every day, or not every day, every other day. And the other thing that I'm doing is I'm doing this 7-minute workout, which is a kind of, you know, training your body app. And let me just get it for you. I've mentioned this, I used to use this app with the ladies I was mentoring in my private group in Flylady Premium. And it's a great 7-minute workout because everybody has 7 minutes in their day that they can work out. You can even use it at the office, you know, if you've got a kind of big office space, and you don't need any special equipment, you don't need to change your clothes. I just normally loosen off, you know, take off my cardigan, loosen my belt. And this is the one that I've got now. Remember, there are plenty of apps out there. I'm not going to recommend a specific one. I use it on my telephone, so I've got this one on Android, which is 7-minute workout. But basically, it takes you through 13 different exercises. They all last about 30 seconds each, and they're pretty intense. So you may think, oh, that's not going to do much. It's a pretty good workout for, you know, your biceps and triceps. So you might want to have some fun with that. I've been doing it along with my daughter quite often. I do that around 5 o'clock at night. She's back from school, and we do it together in the living room, and we're always laughing at each other, or, you know, kind of challenging each other to who can do it best. So please, just get something into your day. It doesn't need to be, you don't need to be, going to the gym. Just a 7-minute workout at home can really change not just how you're feeling in your body, but especially in your head. If you are finding it difficult to get the exercise into your day, are you actually scheduling it? Are you actually writing into your day that, or setting a time for it? Are you saying, I'm going to do it when I get up in the morning, I'm going to do it before lunch, I'm going to do it immediately after lunch? Just by saying to yourself, fixing a time, gives us that little nudge to say, come on Diane, you were meant to be doing this. It's yeah. And the best thing, of course, is to write it down, set a timer on your telephone. With the 7-minute app, I actually get a reminder from them every day saying, oh, you were meant to be doing this exercise. So that's a great nudge way to do it. Perhaps you can team up with a friend, even if you can't meet the friend physically. Maybe you can just say, okay, we're both going to do this at 7 o'clock in the evening, and check in with each other, and keep yourselves accountable. And if you don't have a private friend you can do it with, join us on Instagram. I post whenever I've done my exercise, so you will see me doing mine. And the other thing I wanted to say was, I never do affiliate links, anything like that. I shy away from all that. I'm not. This is not a business for me on YouTube. But if you're looking for a Christmas gift for yourself, you'll remember that, I got a Fitbit, one of those fitness trackers. This is mine. I've taken it off because when I'm sitting here, if I'm not moving, it'll start buzzing. And I got this fitness tracker, and I've got the Fitbit 2, and Flex 2 it's called. And the reason I went for that one is because it's the cheapest one, and it's just a basic one, but it's the only one, I believe, which is, or one of the cheapest ones, which is waterproof. Now, I like that because I can keep it on all day, and when I go down for a skinny dip in the morning, I don't need to be taking it off. I just kind of can forget about it. I really like the fitness tracker thing, because on the days when I'm working at home, for example, writing at the computer, it will buzz if I don't move, within the hour. I've got it set up so it buzzes, and that is a great thing. If you're not getting your steps in during the day, this will remind you and say, come on, I'll give you that little nudge and say, come on, you're meant to be moving. And if I get that little buzz, it's like, oh yeah, maybe I've been working on something, I get that little buzz, oh, okay, now I need to be moving. And then, I do a quick walk around the block, or just even up and down the 3 flights of stairs here in the house, just to get those extra steps in. And while we're talking about the steps, I have to share with you something funny, because I wasn't here yesterday. As I said to you, I wasn't sure if I would have time to film. I went to Sweden for the day with Vibeke. We were on another thrift store shopping expedition. It was great fun. We left here about 8:30 in the morning. We're back by 4 in the afternoon. I was so exhausted when I get home. Vibeke, she likes to hit those thrift stores. Anyway, here, just for fun, the number of steps that Vibeke and I did in Malmö, Sweden yesterday. Look at that, 21,000, and it worked out at almost 15 kilometers. That was just when we were in Malmö, so there we go. You can certainly get your steps in if you're out thrift shopping. And the other thing I was going to mention to you is that, so I'm doing the fitness thing. I'm either doing a jog or the 7-minute workout, and sometimes I do both of them. And I've been doing them every day since I mentioned it. And the other thing that I am back on are the vitamin D tablets. It was actually Marla, Flylady, who suggested them to me, about 3 years ago, at this time of year, to take extra vitamin D. And this year from the chemist, the lady in the chemist suggested that I might want to take the ones that have got chalk, calcium and vitamin D, you know, because I'm 51, you know, and got to avoid those brittle bones. My mum, who's 83, 84, she's taking, you know, extra supplements for that to keep her bones, you know, healthy. And, you know, my mum is a great example. She goes out with her cronies. She goes out walking. Well, she's out most days because she's always out, you know, in town having lunch or having coffee with friends. And they meet once a week and they walk, whatever the weather, and they walk down to the sea. And so good on you, Mum. You know, my mum is the inspiration to me. Anyway, I think I'm going to keep it short here, because it's Thursday in Flylady Land. And in Flylady Land on Thursday, it's errand day. Now, I did my errand day grocery shopping. I actually did that on Tuesday because that fitted in better for me to do it on Tuesday. I've got other stuff happening today. But today I've got a couple of gifts to pick up. I had ordered them on Black Friday. I didn't have to go to the shop. I did it online and they've arrived at the shop, and I'm going to pick those up today and get those wrapped. So that's what is on my Flylady errand day list for today. And otherwise, not much to report. People always ask me, you know, what I eat and, you know, how I stay trim and healthy. There is no hocus pocus behind it. The reason I stay fit and healthy is because I exercise. It's the daily exercise. That's key. In the morning I have my my rolled oats, you know, just my plain bog standard rolled oats. I've mentioned it before. Just here we are, havregryn it's called in Danish. I eat those cold with milk and raisins and some almonds sometimes. And then I have a mid-morning snack or a morning snack when we're down for our skinny dip. We have a cup of tea and some fruit. And then quite often mid-morning, if I'm at home, I might eat the leftovers from the night before because I eat a lot in the morning. And at lunchtime, I take a rye bread sandwich, piece of fruit, and normally something like a cup of soup at the moment because it's so cold. And then in the afternoon, also I have a snack that'll probably be rye bread again with some kind of topping, and then dinner. So that is it. The main thing, if you're trying to lose weight, you know, trying to get healthier, you've got to move your body. That is the way forward. You know, and eat everything in moderation, but get that body moving. And on that note, I'm going to get my body moving. I'm going to get my skates on, and hopefully the weather will improve a bit today. But you know what? As I said here, no such thing as bad weather, just the wrong clothing. And when I go for my swim later today, I'll get my waterproofs on and be at my back. So anyway, Diane in Denmark saying have a fantastic Thursday, live long and prosper, and I shall see you tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.